one that's kind of near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
YouTube is relaxing some of their more controversial recent policies. Back in November, this made a lot of headlines and had a lot of creator pushback. Now, most of my videos, I think I've only sworn. I don't think I've ever sworn without censoring on YouTube. Um, I think I've said damn and hell a couple of times, but those are not in their profane list. Uh, but in general, on video, I don't use a lot of profanity. In person, that's a completely different story. um, but there were a lot of creators. One that comes to mind is Up Is Not Jump. Has a lot of videos where profanity is part of the humor, and you think of a lot of stand-up comedians and things like that as well, who if they swear in their video, they could essentially post what's the right word? Post judiciously be demonetized. And actually, there were some creators who, as a result of this new profanity policy, lost monetization on their channel altogether. So by YouTube trying to turn everything into a PG rated website, which I think overwhelmingly kind of is. I take that back, PG-13. But for the most part, I don't let my kids on YouTube. If they're watching with me, it's a channel that I know that is going to be fine. It's something like Smarter Every Day or Slow Mo Guys. That's what me and my kids watch when we watch YouTube.
Songs for Littles. That's what we watch.
Okay, yeah. Oh gosh, what's the Shake Break one? There's I forget what channel it's on, but it's called Shake Break, and it's great.
I guess it's not, huh? As he chugs his Cosmo.
The kids love it. Anyway, since this went into effect in November, like I said, there have been a lot of creators that have been their incomes and day-to-day lives have been impacted by this because they chose to say a couple of swear words. YouTube is reportedly going to be relaxing that. However, there's some news in here that I'm also not all that thrilled about. So in November, they stated that they would flag any video that used profanity in the first 15 seconds of the video completely uneligible for monetization. Now, if you swear in the first 30 seconds, you'll be limited monetization, which essentially means no monetization, because limited to monetization means that, number one, 85% or more of the advertisers will not use you. YouTube sells those ads at a much, much lower rate. That, and YouTube will stop promoting your video. And so it will not show up in Watch Next. It won't appear on people's front pages. They'll have to go to your channel to find it. So if it's not discoverable organically, that means it's demonetized. That means it doesn't exist. So I'm still not thrilled about their language there. I'm not thrilled about anything else, but at the same time, no, I think it's just stupid in general, because I check a box that says not made for kids. I don't market myself as under 18. I don't market my content towards children. I don't market myself. My demographics show that 80% of my audience is between 25 and 45 and male. And that's just what my demographics are. So, oh, and by the way, for anyone who says, but won't you think of the children, 1.2% by my last look was under the age of 18. 1.2%.
That was just my profile.
Right.
So right. I keep it set to under the age of 18 to keep the purity going in my feed. Just nonstop blippy videos right into those weird ones with the guys dressed as Spider-Man.
Mhm. How about those ones with Elsa and Anna that get strangely erotic halfway through?
Right, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, right.
Spider-Man fills up a syringe with his web goo and injects it into Elsa.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Google Elsa Gate. It is
Oh, I've
surreal.
I've covered some of that. Ugh. Yeah. Well, not covered it. I've been aware of it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. But how will the children overclock those Chinese X79s? Think of the children. They're just gonna have to understand that sometimes daddy needs a drink. Uh,
The children need V2 Xeons.
yeah. Exactly. Uh, some of the children profiles might be parents unknowingly using YouTube Kids accounts, and that totally could be as well. So yeah, it really sucks as a creator to basically have to follow the rules of this network, but there's no such thing as me going independent from YouTube. As a creator, I try to carry my eggs in a lot of different baskets, including monetization on other platforms. You can find me on Patreon. You can find me on Floatplane. I try to do merchandising, although I make jack off t-shirts and glassware and things like that, because you've got to price your goods affordably, and then there's the actual raw cost of the good plus shipping plus supply and everything else. So on a $20 pint glass, I might make $3. Like I'm not rolling in profit margin over here. And I've got other ways I monetize too. One of the main ways I monetize is pre-roll integrations, and so selling those 30 and 60-second ad spots at the beginning of my videos. Those are the only ad spots that I really sell, and unless someone's got really deep pockets, and then it's like, yeah, I'll do a weird one. But we offer a pretty much a flat rate. Here's our 30-second price. Here's our 60-second price. Here is where we integrate it every single time. Our audience understands that this is an integration. We get pretty good results because we put effort into our pre-rolls.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, right. But beyond that, or sorry, even including that, so our pre-roll ad sales fetch a certain price because of their visibility on YouTube. If I went to another platform and didn't have the same visibility, I wouldn't be able to sell those at the same price. So while, yes, I do, democratize my monetization, and I don't have all of my eggs in one basket, there's still one larger basket that kind of holds everything up. And it's like that for a lot of places, a lot of independent creators, I think Linus Tech Tips would survive at a smaller scale if YouTube died. And maybe Floatplane would then become the center for tech YouTube and things like that, and maybe it would grow from there. But that's still, at best, 10% of the eyes. At best, 10% of the eyes that you're going to get off YouTube, because not everyone's going to pay for yet another streaming service. Right. Unless they democratize that and say, instead of giving me $3 and Kyle $3 and Smarter Every Day and, Cocktail Chemistry and all the other people who are over there on Floatplane, instead of giving all of us $3 each, why don't we just do like $9.99 for a whole subscription to the entire platform? But then you just have Nebula, so what's the point? It's a weird dichotomy when you really start to break down monetization as a individual business owner, content creator, etc.